Alrighty, so we're ready to get on the way, and like we said, look in the mid lane, and this is where the problems are definitely going to be. You're going to pressure the Drow a little bit, but honestly, it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm more focused on the damage this Luna and the Nature's Prophet will do to the game just from Drow existing.
I think this is a serious problem that NIP is going to have establishing any kind of tempo in this game. Like I think they need to go very aggressive from very early on, or they're just going to get swept off the map.
The problem is you pick the Sand King that wants to farm up a little bit at the beginning. He doesn't want to pressure the lane in a super aggressive way. Then the Keeper of the Light is this hero that's better defensively than aggressively, because the Illuminate you need to set up for. It's not like you bring a stun to these engagements.
The thing is, though, this is where as NIP you do have the personnel, right? I mean, all of these players, 33 as you saw in the last game, like he's totally comfortable ahead or behind, playing a Sand King without blink, leaning on the zoning potential of that hero. Pycat is a carry that is still very good at farming from behind while being active around the map. I mean, this is one of those things that NIP is a team that they have the makeup to sustain against this kind of pressure. I just think this draft is sick. No, you're going to be a little action down here, but I don't think anything's going to happen.
I'm too busy appreciating the top. Seb's microing of these trees is glorious. He just had them had 4 different ones patrolling routes through the jungle to see every part of what was going on up there.
Yeah, it's the funny thing about like when you get these coaches transitioning back into players, like you're so focused on the vision game as a coach, and you're so focused on those little things like here's where you want to send that treant. I mean, that when you go back to being a player, you're like,
I know it all. I'm a master of it all. No Tail denies himself to the tower. Oh, wait, no, he missed it.
He gets the first blood from it.
What? PPD. He gets given it. He's just sitting top. I'm expecting a question mark in the chat or something, because he was not expecting that.
Yeah, that's like in any other draft. Peter's like so worried about the draft and how he's going to win the game that you don't get the all chat question mark. I think that says something, because in any other game,
it would definitely be there. Although it's rough. Like, yes, you give over that first blood, but the thing to highlight right now is in the bot lane how 33 is suffering because he got forced to use the Burrow Strike at the rune engagement, which means now he can't sit comfortably sandstorming.
Yeah, and he's already a lot of pressure already coming out on his mana pool, and he's already got one. He's only got 1 mango.
Definitely problematic, especially seeing as No Tail can easily zone him out. He did have to go into the Thunderclap himself as opposed to the Drunken Brawler, but it won't matter.
Dude, Seb going for that taunt a little bit early in the top lane, eats a couple of those stapler hits, and he may not want to do that yet, buddy. I love Jerax here, contested. I love, look at him chasing the creep wave.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm going to get you. Go and come for you. Saxa does move pretty fast in fairness, so this will stack it up, but 33, he needed this so badly as well. He's suffering. He's almost level 2, but you can already see Pycat is easily and happily into level 2 already.
Yeah, and Luna with her starting a little bit squishier, she's not a hero that can just stand under the tower and CS these creeps. She's got to kite that wave around.
Yeah, he does it nicely to make sure that this actually matches up better than it was gonna when the creeps finally arrive for the Radiant side.
Oh, Jerax, Fada commits, and Jerax was ready, standing in the trees.
Okay, go in. Can he get it? Thompson. Oh, he gets the kill and then goes down.
Oh man, and that's great patience by Jerax. He was standing there for quite some time, waiting for Fada to just get a little bit over aggressive. Saxa getting a little bit low on the bottom lane, but he's fine.
That was unexpected, but we said this Queen of Pain is going to have to come out and just get aggressive fast, and you can see that straight away. As soon as you throw out that dot on the Queen of Pain, there's an immediate purge coming out from Jerax. We didn't actually talk about that interaction, actually, because Queen of Pain really relies on the Shadow Strike to win the lane. Just whittle your opponent down, force them to buy additional regen. And Jerax just might see it's worthwhile to just keep coming back here and purging. Yeah,
I mean, the big thing, right, is that you've got to... You know, we talked about Queen of Pain is not the fearsome laner that she's been in the past, but she's still going to beat a Drow. And that is really showing in the mid lane. You know, despite that kill, the CS total quite lopsided.
Yeah, he definitely needed that kill to try and stay in this, already a level behind, and a full level of that. Jerax has switched up the top lane now, which should be pretty good, actually, because you can purge the Astral Spirit. We don't see Oracle often, thus we forget these kind of interactions. They are significant because that means ET, he can't apply this early aggression that he's so reliant on. We've just kind of exist.
And at least at first, when Jarak shows on the map, the creep equilibrium is in Topson's favor. But watch, now that we know where all the supports are and the creeps are over on the dire side of the map, I wonder if Fata, his HP is a little low.
It'd be risky.
Ordinarily, this is the time he would pressure Topson.
Yeah, with a point in Gust now, Topson is prepared for this. I like that he went for this. Sometimes you see Drow skip this, but when you're a mid-Drow, you need it. 33. Ooh, that's living life on the edge. Walk of Shame begins, and 33 is off to a horrific start in this lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, the bottom lane is going against you, but I mean, obviously, as NIP, you have to love how
Topson?
wins are going.
Fada?
Fata gets silenced.
All right.
Not quite.
Protected by the slow coming out from Shadow Strike. Otherwise, he would be in trouble. And Fada thinking about going in again with Salve. But the creep wave is dying a little bit too fast. Topson, he just reminds him, you jump on me, I always do have that gust. Well, the top lane has been actually very quiet. You'd expect to see a little bit of action, right? With a Juggernaut and Elder Titan just trying to will them down. But these trees really just allow you to fight up against them.
Yep.
Oh, he actually, you see that? He was actually trying to just trap PPD and he almost managed it as well. And runes should be free of peace. Oh, no. OG, they got all the runes.
Oh,
all 4 bounties.
Whoa.
That'll help out Topson especially, who has been suffering in the mid lane. He needs that extra gold.
Yes, he does. Yeah, that's just huge, right? That shifts the whole economy advantage back into the favor of OG. It offsets the fact that NIP were winning 2 out of 3 lanes.
I think the other thing to look at here is, right, we usually talk about these Wraith Bands, these Bracer pickups. The cutoff point is much less for a Queen of Pain versus a Drow in terms of these stat items. You can keep building Wraith Bands.
And look at this. Seb TP back to base. He's got his tread, so he can just walk right into the spin of the Juggernaut.
Oh, they couldn't get him. I was so close, but Jarak didn't have enough damage for level 2 Purifying Flames. And actually, in the end, PPD says, thank you very much. That's going to heal me up a little bit as he salves to get the rest of the way. And he's stacking the damage. You see the movement back straight away. They know what he wants to do every time.
A little bit of a concern here, though, is this top lane, I think, is going to shift to a little bit more aggressive focus.
Seb's going to be backstabbed here. PPD chasing down. There's the Purge finally coming in. Seb, a little bit too close. He does have the Sprout and PPD. He has no Tango, so he'll take a decent amount of damage. He'll keep attacking, though. It looks like the Purge... No, it doesn't actually come off when you get hit by the Fortune's End. A little bit of discovery there. Yeah, there you go. Actually says cannot be dispelled. I wasn't sure on that one because there's a lot of things this will dispel, but that makes this a hard matchup, actually. I don't really know how you approach PPD when he's got that many stacks on the side. You don't have anyone to clear this either. At least not until 6. Get Drow to come up now.
Well, speaking of stacks here, Topson's going to get a nice chunk of farm trying to clear out this ancient camp. I don't know. It's going to be slow, though.
He's at least getting a few bases. Yeah, he'll eventually get there.
RNG, baby.
He'll still be quicker.
Give No-Tail a little bit of free XP in the lane mid.
He needs it as well. He's level 3, almost 4. Meanwhile, Pycat getting ever closer to that elusive 6. And Saxa is lagging behind a little bit here. Wow, they know about Topson. Trying to move in, and it looks like he's going to back up here. 33 needs to get pretty close for a bar strike. Oh, gets both of them with a silence. Patience shown from Topson pays off there. He says, okay, if I can't finish off the big creep, I'll take these littler ones.
Well, and that's still pretty nice. I mean, he got most of that camp before they showed up.
It's also so much wasted time. Look at the net worth now. You can actually see a lead building for this Drow, and actually look at the levels. He's caught up fully. That dude's ahead.
That stack was just absolutely huge. That's the power of level 1 marksmanship now. Ends up being better than it was.
My cat
ability, at least.
Is he thinking what I think he's thinking what I'm thinking. I got Eclipse. The problem is, you're up against a fast opponent here. I'm not sure you can actually reach Saxa in time. He might if he stops for an Illuminate. Alright, they're ward spotted. It's a lot of time wasted for Pycat as well. He needs to be hitting these creeps instead of looking for the cute kills. I can respect what he's trying to do there, though. There's a lot of heroes from NIP down here. And this means... It feels like right now, the XP gains, especially if you get kills like that, What?
Oh,
That's a solo kill.
that's not supposed to happen.
Radiant's
That's most
bottom
definitely
tower
not supposed to
is under
happen.
attack.
And the thing I was going to highlight is Jug was the only one farming, because you look at the lanes, NIP has barely shown anyone that they are losing the XP battle right now by a landslide. No tell. It's going to be slept up here. They've reached the Bar Strike, charging up the Illuminate. It will get him low. Can he run this off though? Bar Strike is coming off cooldown. They ping, they know where he is. DPing. Pika is here. There's the Eclipse. They're vision on the 33, trying to move away, but he's gone. They even use the Nature's Wrath. They'll chase through, looking for PVD as well, and they do room on the spot with the Fortune's End to purge off the TP. And he won't even get the sleep off. Nice rotation step with the double kill. And his trees are still pushing in the top.
That was very nice positioning there on the Eclipse by Pycat. Luna spammers everywhere unite. He positioned himself a little bit away so that the Sand King was going to be more likely to eat. So that one hero was going to be more likely to eat more of those beams.
Just imagining Pycat sitting there chuckling, rubbing his hands together and laughing evilly. You saw the early point at which he wanted an Eclipse opportunity. They finally get him one. In fact, it came to him in that scenario.
Yeah, okay, so I think I said it incorrectly a couple minutes ago. The marksmanship damage procs are only against heroes.
Yes, but you instantly kill creeps. You instantly kill creeps.
Okay, it does insta kill the creeps. Yeah, that's all right. Good.
Yeah, so it was a fair point that he's going to farm very quick.
All right, that's what I was just watching him doing stacks to make absolutely sure I had that right, because level 1 marksmanship now is sick as like a neutral farming ability.
Yeah, we already saw it come to effect. He just keeps going for those ancients, and it just means his XP is accelerating at a ridiculous rate.
And Fada with a haste rune looked like he was going to move on Seb here in the top lane, but just kind of backs off.
Yeah, it's starting to run out. He's reluctant because there's a level 1 blink as well. Because he's behind in terms of XP, he's in the scenario where once he blinks in, he's stuck there.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we were saying about just top Queen of Pain. If you die at this point in the game, it just feels like it sets your hero back so far.
Fada's identified that, but as a result, he's struggling to really find anyone he can kill. Gonna come down, try and find Jarax, but OG are just reading these moves perfectly every time. They've already rotated Luna to the mid lane to farm, and backed up by No-Tail, no one's going to try and aggress this because he now has the split.
And you got to do something here as NIP. I mean, it's not just the push potential that they're going to have in the next 5 minutes here. They're winning on economy right now, is the side of OG.
Biggest problem, Dog's behind all 3 heroes most of the time on the side of OG. And if your Queen of Pain doesn't have a great mid game, she's not going to be a hero either.
It's just like an awful situation, right? Because, I mean, Fada has the smoke. He's in position, in theory, to go on Topson, but Topson's now 3 levels ahead. They have control of the high ground in their own jungle. No-Tail for the longest time was just hanging around with an Invis rune, waiting for them to try and move on Topson.
They're going to go on a Pycat here. Yeah, I mean, he has the Eclipse, though. They have to be careful.
Oh, boy. It's
also,
I was just about to say that.
But by the way, Topson's trying to be a better Queen of Pain right now. He's built a Blink Dagger.
Oh my god. What am I casting Envy right now? Come on.
Maximize and farm efficiency. ET just got a little tickle there. They did reveal the blink. They didn't get a kill, but just look at the damage the marksmanship just done. That was 1 hit.
Well, and that's the thing. That was the principle behind the Blinks build that Envy did all those years ago at MLG Columbus, is that for these heroes, your positioning is your DPS.
Absolutely true. And also, people
can be a DPS item.
Well, it's not just that. People also tend to forget that it can accelerate your farm. Like, you already have the means to burn through creeps pretty quick with the procs, so you just need to get between the camps even faster. Of course, you know, its efficiency from that perspective is down a little bit compared to before because it's 15 versus the old 12, but it still can have an impact, especially with the new layouts of the jungle.
All 3 cores of OG clips the 5k net worth mark.
This is getting worrying. Fada, he's just been relegated to the jungle. He needs to get some items soon. He's going for the Yules because he needs to dispel the silencers. And Ace in the bot lane, he's been cornered. No escape from that. Just desperate trying to get his Battle Fury, but still so far off it.
This is just so grim for the side.
Does not look good.
Do we have any big power spikes coming out for that? No, I mean, Jug is trying to go Battle Fury. You know, they understand that he needs to be able to farm and carry this game late. Queen of Pain is desperately trying to get a Yules, but I don't know that that's going to make a huge difference. Nice to have it against the silence.
It's just defensive because you have to be. This blink pickup from Topson has forced you into that item.
Yeah,
now,
even, you know, Sand King. All right. The hope, the great white hope, as it were, is 33 with his blink.
Who has been seen? He's in trouble. The dust reveal. He can't move away.
TP's in with
And they will run him down. And look at this. They split straight away. They know about Fada. Or at least someone must have TP'd up here. They won't be able to see him though. He's hiding in the tree line. But now he doesn't have the damage to find kill.
no.
Trees.
Oh no, he's
They're breaking for the earth pan. Yep. He runs straight into the Brewmaster split, but he doesn't get the cyclone out in time. No taildown on half HP. Needs to be careful here. He should be going down. Fada burning up pretty fast here, but they'll still be able to find him.
He goes down, but both those heroes are now 50% HP and have to back.
And Thompson finds kill on Saxa. The blink initiation. No, that wasn't even blink. He just walked him down.
I mean, earning his tips.
He is indeed. Thompson, almost 8,000 net worth. He is accelerating far forward of the Luna, which is usually the hero we see above a drow.
Oh, the BM Invis rune deny coming out from the Oracle. And Seb is going to put at least a little bit of passive pressure. I mean, look at that. That's like over 40% HP of that top tier 2 gone.
Just with one push, and then the difference between him and the Sand King is he immediately just gets in another lane and does it again.
Oh my god, this is spectacularly annoying.
It's going to get more annoying.
It's just going to continue.
I mean, I love the fact that he's going for BKB as well, because Queen of Pain is one of those heroes that can just wreck a Nature's Prophet. Just does get the levels together. He's just making sure that's never a threat, because OG know this is full momentum and they don't want to slow down. They commit the Ignis on a Seb here. Moving in, Thompson with the Gust connects on the 2. And they just have to back away. Nap time. Meanwhile on the river, PPD will go for the stomp. Then it'll be held in place, but Seb's here. Surprise! No escape for the Elder Titan as he will go down. And it'll be Seb that gets the final touch of that Nature's Prophet.
They can take Roche if they really want it. I don't even know if they need it. And you talk about the progression of the Queen of Plains. It's significant. Oracle already has an Aether Lens, right? Like, there's no way that Fata is anywhere close to ready to blink that far behind the fight to try and threaten an Aether Lens Oracle.
And more than that, because you now have that save and you have the range on it, Thompson can go as deep and aggressive as he wants with his blink.
33 setup.
Here. Yeah, it's too late. The Barker's going to come through, but the egg has already been claimed. Now Sonic Wave as well going to get down, but the clip's been used. They'll get rid of one, they're going to get rid of 2. 33 getting low. They'll finish him off. Luna will go down though still as the Sandstorm ticks through. And Fada's been found. Trying to move away, but Thompson says vengeance must be had. They try and go move away, but the Gust is going to be the Omni Slash used. The split comes out though. Brewmaster 1 point Cyclone onto the Juggernaut. PBD in trouble. Thompson should be able to run him through here. Doesn't even get the stomp out. Now Juggernaut needs an escape plan for stunned up. He's got the Blade Fury. He won't be able to get it by the looks of it though. He's trying to retreat into the neutrals as the Pierces come through. There it is. Ultra kill for Thompson.
Ultra kill at 16 minutes for the Drow Ranger. Already tops of the board, over 10k net worth. And of course
a DD for the push, baby. Let's go.
I mean, you know, there are just these days where it feels like Ice Strike hates you.
And IP got to be feeling that way. I mean, 33, he'll be feeling like he done everything right, but it just didn't matter because OG so far ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, that's a brilliant play by Netta. I mean, the timing was almost right there. I mean, they got the Aegis, and he's still, with just a little bit more on the side of NIP, might have gotten the opening 2 kills plus Aegis down. It just wasn't quite enough. They stacked their combo beautifully. It's just OG is too far ahead at this point and showing no signs of slowing down.
Alan, are you right there? You sound like you've been infected by the robots. All right, we're gonna.
Okay, do we need to restart the call?
Restart? We'll restart it. And you get back just in time to watch Peter die as the push continues for OG.
What timing? I don't think there's a time I would come back into this game and not see something like that at this point.
It's getting out of control. OG with an 11k net worth lead. They know they can go. The epicenter is up again, but they don't care. Illuminate should slow him down a bit. They'll wait for that to pass. Now Thompson just pokes and prods because he does, of course, have that Dragon Lance.
Think.
It adds up pretty quickly. There you go. They'll move away. Fada.
Looking like he's thinking about a backstab.
He has an invis rune. They're going to smoke up. They'll know about him now. They have got dust. They've got sentry. No tell. He tries to make a guess.
Nice.
It wasn't a good one. And Fada, oh, he's going on no tail here.
This is brave.
That is very brave as well. It's not that you have a silence to work with. Seb looking to TP in here. Into a storm. Gonna get the split out of the question. The silence come around the side. The gust on the 33 meters can't do anything. Obviously, stack there. Thompson will move away. Gonna go to the man who's instead across the Jarax, who has to use it on himself. They're already 2 down on the side of NIP. 33 has to fire straight defensively away from the clips. Ace will still fall though. And now they can go back to the high ground.
I mean, on Pike, you know, poor Fada just taking a timeout, spending that fight up in the air as his Queen of Pain. He's going to blink back and maybe think about cutting the creep wave here, but I don't think it's going to matter.
You know what that is? That's no tail going, look, I got a better yours. And as a result of that, they're in your base. They're going to take one set here. And this is a Luna on your high ground. You see the effects very quickly ramp up. The TP back. They're trying for a corner. Fada now is going to be ruined up on this spot for a long time. Seb with the right clicks are going to be enough. Ruined again. Fada. Yules trying to get out of this. Going to get a clap. It's going to be close. Fada gets away on 40 HP.
You gotta take the big plays where you can as NIP. It's a nice escape, but OG just methodical at this point, dismantling the dire side of the map.
And at this stage in the game, OG, they look like they're one fight from winning this game with a Luna with 1 lane down already. It sounds very early to call it like that, but NIP, they take one big bad fight and they lose 3+ heroes. They're in trouble. Fada heard us. He's like, wait, we need some time. 33's PC heard us say that.
33 was just sort of standing up there in the middle of a sandstorm.
That's what you do, right? You just stand there. AFK
Not anymore, friend.
Well, this does give a little bit of time reflection. Look to see what NIP can do to get back in this, because this Battle Fury build in the Juggernaut, I'm not saying it was the wrong move. He didn't really have many choices, but it's not helping them. They can't do anything in these fights.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, maybe you're damned if you do, damned if you don't at this point, because you knew, it's been obvious from early on, you knew OG was going to have an early advantage, and that if you were going to turn this game around, you're eventually going to have to just count on your teammates to create space for you and farm as the Juggernaut. But man, it doesn't help that this Luna has a very, very early game build with the Dragonlance Mask of Madness, and now is, you know, halfway to her BKB. I mean, you want to talk about a problem. Luna gets BKB in these fights. What are you possibly going to do?
33.
Again up here.
Trouble. Oh no. Pike Hattie couldn't get the Lucent beam out in time. That is skirting with death right there. Seb was hot on the tail. And Seb, that is a complete maelstrom now on the way out. They are so far. Their damage output. Look at the attack speed on this Nature's Prophet with that aura.
Right. Right. It's the other thing about it too is don't forget this 5-position Brewmaster, right? These crits hurt, man. I mean, as he puts more skill points into Drunken Brawler, but even with just one, you know, he can walk up and just smack the coddle in the head, and it's not nothing.
Well, he isn't. And speaking of that call, living life on the edge here. Jarax is moving in though. They'll know he's here as soon as he pops out Illuminate. Things are there. Jarax moving in. He's going to go full aggressive. He sees the opportunity. It's a little bit too late when he sees him on the high ground. They'll know about this ward now, though. And while that's happening, Juggernaut, he gets found by Thompson.
I think Drow's a thing, guys.
Maybe, possibly. Blink Dagger seemed good. Sax's life seems for naught. The dust does connect. We'll purge him up. Seb moving in here. There you go. Hold him in place. They'll get the kill to keep the light outside the base. The BKB was used by Nature's Prophet to make sure they didn't get slept.
I just think you're going to see some of these Drows now flash farming with level 1 marksmanship.
It's insane.
You used to have a tower there.
You're not going to have many towers left at this rate because the BKB is still available. Oh no, the guy! Epicenter was being chugged by 33 under the ward.
Oh no.
They saw him and suddenly they can just go into the base.
Yeah.
That actually might cost you the game. Do they just go throne here?
I don't think there's any might about it.
So just get rid of the racks, and the Glaives are already bouncing to the tier 4s. Thompson turns, the GG comes out. NIP lose 2-0 to OG.
I'm sorry, these are two really good teams, but with that draft, I just don't think there's anything that NIP could have done. I mean, you can criticize the Battle Fury build from Pycat all you want to, but I think he's in a no-win situation in that game. As long as they needed to just absolutely crush those side lanes, and the mid lane didn't even go. It was going well for Fata early, but like I say, the minute you die one time on the Queen of Pain, your game is just set back so far. And this level, this Drow flash farming stacks with level 1 marksmanship, it is not going to be the last time you see that in high level Dota in this patch.